Hello everyone and welcome back to F1 2015. So we are going to continue our Rosberg career mode. So I'm going to do something and you might not like this here, but I will do practice, then I will skip qualifying, and then I will do the race. Start from the back. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of that there? But yes, it has been far too long, and I will explain that now. So why has it been far too long? It has been far too long because this game has just been shit, and I just didn't want to play it. So I've just waited for a few patches to come out and returned from the holidays, and yeah, there's been about, I think, about 6 patches since I last done an episode of this. So let's get into it now. Of course, this is what we will be doing: 30-minute practice, full qualifying, 50% race settings, legend AI, there you go, vehicle damage unreduced, or we'll actually put that in full, and assists all off as per usual. So let's get into it.
It's nearly 10 o'clock in the morning here in Canada, where today's practice session marks the start of this weekend's Canadian Grand Prix. It's always enjoyable coming to Montreal as it produces an exciting weekend's racing. High speeds and tough corners means there's always a chance of a driver losing their front wing, going off into an escape road, or even heading into the gravel.
Well, the Wall of Champions always seems to catch 1 or 2 drivers out because of how close they get to it as they arrive at such high speed. We can probably expect to see someone end up there over the course of the weekend.
A few of the drivers have mentioned how important it will be to look after their rear tyres here. I know the Sauber and Toro Rosso guys are particularly worried about how they're going to manage that, as it's perhaps one of the areas they're still trying to get on top of.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
So here we are in practice and coming up to the end of our 5th lap. What will this be? It's a 14.6. So 3 tenths faster than Hamilton, so I think we will retire on that note after I've done 6 laps on these set of tyres. So going into qualifying, this looks like a really good pace here, because you can just see I'm 4400 off Hamilton on the prime tyres. He done that lap on the options. Looks like we are set for a very interesting qualifying, but I am not doing it, of course. I am starting from the back, so cue the race. So here we are for a very, very dark Montreal. So as I said before, we're not doing qualifying, so we are starting from the back, and hopefully the races will be a lot more action packed than just doing qualifying P2, P1 maybe. So yeah, hopefully it will be a lot more entertaining for you. So Lewis Hamilton on pole now. As per usual, there's me in 20th, Roberto Murray, Will Stevens, Jenson Button, Alonso, Ericsson. There's Max Verstappen getting a 5th-place grid drop. So Sainz, Hulkenberg, Nasser, Bottas, Kvyat, Ricciardo, Massa, Vettel, Raikkonen outperforming Vettel.
Championship.
So now we are on the grid at the back. As you can see there, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the tyre strategy. Yeah, so we're going to go. I thought about switching up the tyres to the primes, but no, I just decided to go with the option tyres. Just go with the leader. Go with what the leader is going with, and hopefully be as quick as them. Don't lose as much time. So here we are.
The team wants a 9th place finish or above for today's race.
5 red lights. Lights are out and away we go. Getting a good enough start. I won't dive bomb people to turn 4 because I'll just get into the top 10 very easily if I dive bomb. So I'll sit behind and I won't make huge dive bombs. I will make dive bombs, but not huge ones. So now Stevens, while I was talking bullshit, Murray has overtaken Stevens. So down the inside of about 6 cars here. No, 4 cars, sorry, 4. And there's McLaren Honda. That's Fernando Alonso fighting back with us, getting in the toe of him, going to the outside. Can we pull the overtake into turn I don't know what turn this is. I think it's 11, turn 9. I'm hitting the wall there slightly. So now Ericsson, dive bomb him, and Verstappen too. Bang wheels a bit with him. Getting an okay exit, but Verstappen gets better exit. So now we tuck back into slipstream, do the dummy, go to the outside, and because we're in the Mercedes, and because we have Mercedes power and he has Renault power, the Mercedes just creams him on the straight. So as you can see there, Lewis Hamilton done fast lap in 18.5. So now we're in the slipstream of crushed in Ardo. As you can see there, we done 20. Dive it down the inside of him. Whoa, that was close. Just get the move done then and there. So now Grosjean for P12 into turn 4. We dive on him. Quite a nice move, but he fights back and then we bang tires again. But that is move done as we come down to turn 4. Squeeze him a little bit. But turn 4. That is the move done going into turn 6, I think, or 7. Now Sainz losing the rear slightly on entry. Now down Sainz. So now it's almost a mirror image of what we done with his teammate, but only we stick to the inside, not go to the outside and try and overtake there. But we go to the inside and make the move done, which was pretty good. Now Perez is here. We cut that slightly. Perez gets a bad exit. We're in the toe of him. Mercedes power versus Mercedes power, but I'm in a works Mercedes, which should be a lot stronger unfortunately. So now they're going slow. I dive it down Hulkenberg at turn 1 or turn 2, and that's a pretty good move. Wouldn't make contact with him. So here's Nasser, dive it down his inside. That's pretty good. And now Kvyat is ahead of us. Pretty good on Kvyat. Now a lap later at exactly the same spot, we dive it down the inside of Kvyat. Cut the corner slightly, but then he gets the move back. So now we get a bad exit though, but we're in the toe, we're in the slipstream, but he leaves the door open and we go for it. Slightly overshooting the chicane there, but don't really care. The engineer says it was a brilliant move, so there's a yellow flag out there. And lap 8. Whoa! Oh, that's Kvyat. He's lapped down. But then a lap. And now he's held up his teammate Massa and Bottas. We dive it down Massa. Ricciardo, sorry. But we do get a bad exit and that puts us onto the grass. So yeah, we just couldn't get in the throttle. Good enough. But on lap 11 now, I think we're coming in for a new set of boots. Yes, we are. So, what will the pit stop be? Hopefully we will emerge in clean air before that big pack comes. You can just see it on the straight, and I think we will get out ahead of it. Maybe just in P7. Because we had like, I don't know how much. But anyway, wheel spin at the end of the pit lane, across the pit lane. Exit, and there's a yellow flag out there somewhere. So now, what? Illegal overtake on multiple is this game for real? And then, was it Verstappen that no, Sainz that crashed into our rear? You could just hear it there. So, disastrous, well it wasn't really a disastrous pit stop, but disastrous pit exit. But we dive it down Sainz, and we do get a good enough exit, but he's still there. This is exactly the same move that we done on him a couple of laps ago, but we're in the slipstream. We both have DRS. His DRS off his teammate, and up ahead Perez dives into the pits while Verstappen is trying to overtake him. So that's a free position for us then. So can we get Verstappen now? No, we can't. We're getting him on turn 4 on lap 13 down the inside for 8th place. So this race has been very, very action packed yet, and we're not even halfway through it yet. Hitting the wall of champions there. Now up to P7, is it? Yeah, P7. At the end of lap 14, or lap 13, started lap 14. So now Massa on lap 16. So we cut the corner slightly, as you do, and get no warning for it. So we carry a lot more speed through that corner, and we get past Massa, doing the fastest lap in the process as well. So now there's Bottas and Vettel ahead of us now on lap 19. So we get in the slipstream of them. We go to the outside and Vettel hits us off. Amazing. I don't know whose fault that was, but let's look on it on the replay. So as you can see here, coming off the corner, a lot better. We're on board with Vettel now. Oh, and that was my fault. I turned into the path of Vettel actually. So I will take full responsibility for that contact, because as you can see there, I turned into the path of them. So completely my fault, and just my fault. So I will take full responsibility for that there. As you can see there, Bottas gets 2 free positions there. And now we're trying to overtake Bottas, so, and we do get him, but then we slow down, as I did. And while I was resisting this at the time, I knew it was my fault. After cutting out there for good measure, Now on lap 20, Vettel on the inside. We get him nice and easily, even before the start-finish line.
Good job, nice overtake.
So now, we're trying to overtake Bottas as well. Vettel drives right around the outside of us. Sorry about that there. He just drives clean around the outside of us, and that's... But wait, we're coming back at him, and yeah, pretty forceful move by me, but we got it done with no contact, so pretty good. So now, lap 22.
The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. We need to ease off in the corners.
My wheel just went fucked. My wheel fucked up, and I couldn't do anything about it. That's why I went into neutral and the steering just went straight on. So now, lap 22, end of lap 22 at the hairpin. Whoa! Holy God! We just avoided the barriers. Holy shit!
To the rear, this may stop your front tyres from locking.
No, that wasn't a front tyre lock, that was a rear tyre lock, engineer. You're talking absolute shite. So, yeah, so terrible, but now we get Massa. We get Massa because we dropped down to 6th, and now in the lap 23, cutting the pit lane a lot. Yeah, now coming in for our pit stop. 12 laps to go on the option tyres. This will be possible because I think I done 16 on them. No, I done 11 on them. First stint, so hopefully 12 can be easy enough.
Look after these tyres now.
Don't do what I done at the pit exit. First stint, lock up at the end of the pit lane. We don't get out ahead of Kvyat, who's a lap down, or who is in last, but we do dive it down his inside though. Almost what we done with Vettel, but there was a slight contact there. So now lap 25, someone else pits, Ricciardo pits, and we do a 13.8, which is 4 tenths off our best. And Vettel comes off out of the pits ahead of me and Bottas. So now Bottas, yes, that was quite a nice move there on lap 26. Quite a nice move. And then Vettel a lap later at the hairpin in the first gear for a slight bit, but then out of it. And now Vettel, and now we're in the slipstream. We have DRS. Can we get past him? Where will we go? Inside or outside? We will go to the inside, make a bit of contact, overshoot the chicane slightly, but I did get the move done for the chicane, so it doesn't really matter.
Was reckless. We're lucky not to have been penalised.
I was a reckless engineer. That was a perfectly good, tidy move. So now lap 28. Will Vettel get us? Because he's right up my exhaust pipe. He's right behind me. There you go. I did short shift on the straight by. I didn't mean to, but I just did. And now Vettel gets past us. But we dive it up his inside. And
okay, this is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting.
I honestly thought something happened in there because he dropped it very far back. So lap 30 now. Get lots of oversteer, get a bad exit. And Vettel just gets us. But we can't get him because he is DRSing from us, because he was the second behind on the detection point. we make sure we stay behind him into the final chicane. About to say chicken there, but yeah. So we lost about 4 tenths, 5 tenths. So now we get down past him, but we get a lot of oversteer, so much. But we do lock up the fronts and cut that lovely, which was great. So now into the hairpin. Lewis Hamilton has won the race. All we have to do now is not push our fuel too hard, which we are doing, but we're an optimal low. So can we make it to the checkered flag? Lewis Hamilton has won the race, as I said before. So Raikkonen second, and maybe Vettel third, and me fourth, and then Massa in fifth. So that's the top 5, just waving across the line, and you can just see there we just got to the checkered flag before we ran out of fuel. So that was good. Now we're in Park Ferme, which is okay for the 4th position, considering where we started the race from, 24th. 20th, that was a good race. Yeah, that's P4 for us now. 27 seconds off Lewis Hamilton. Look how close the top 3 was. And now we're only... Hamilton's caught us, of course.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from
thank you, Crofty. There, I'm just showing you the table there. As you can see, Mercedes lead, I lead. So yeah, that has been the Canadian Grand Prix. Until my next one, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.